Hi, my name is Kayla Potter, and this is my final video for TAI. The metaphor that I chose to sum up this semester as a whole was that this semester was like a maze. Lots of unexpected twists and turns, and very complicated and overwhelming at points, and I definitely hit some dead ends throughout this semester as well, like you would with a maze. But in the end, this semester I was able to get through it. I was able to find my way to the end, just like anyone would in a maze. And I was able to learn some very valuable lessons throughout this semester as well. One of the positive lessons that I was able to take away from this semester was to not stress over every single little thing and to just find time for myself and what I would thoroughly enjoy. Just taking time away from school. This year obviously has been very stressful, very chaotic. Things are changing constantly for everyone. The whole online format I found out is not for me. And I just find myself stressing out over those little tiny details that really don't mean a lot, but they mean a lot to me. And I find myself stressing and getting overwhelmed easily. But this semester I was able to just find ways to take breaks from that and just really focus on myself and my mental health and where I want to be. So that was one really great positive lesson that I learned from the semester. Kind of going along with that, one of the questions was, what's something that changed this semester for you? And like I said, change is very stressful, and I find myself getting stressed about the little things. But even though change can be scary, one of the biggest things that changed for me this year was my independence. Clearly, I am living on my own, and I am in a dorm away from my family. I'm an hour and a half away from my hometown, and it seemed so scary at first. But being independent is actually, I love being independent is something I learned. I love being on my own, and as much as I love my family, just kind of having there when I need them. And going back on a weekend or two throughout the semester was great. So, change can be scary, but having that independence has worked out well for me. So that change was not nearly as scary as I thought it was. Something that I did find scary, though, was poetry and fiction, the performances. One thing I learned about doing those performances and performing in front of people again was that it's really not for me. I used to like performing when I was younger, even up into high school. I did some musicals and things with that, but it's just not for me. I want to be a teacher, and I don't mind, or I don't have a problem with, I should say, giving speeches and teaching lessons and things, but I think giving performances like that are just something that is not for me anymore. So that was a big thing I learned by performing those pieces. The performance that I learned the most from, though, was my fiction performance for sure. It wasn't great, you know that, but it taught me a lot to take my time with memorizing things. I do not memorize them as well as I used to, and to take time and really hunker down and work on things. So this semester as a whole was really nice, and that brings me to the final thing, which is what I think I deserve for attendance this year. I think I deserve 100% for attendance. I showed up to every single class, regardless of the situation. There was a few difficult times in there where I almost didn't make it, but that's why I think I deserve a 100. For participation, I think I deserve close to 100. Had a pretty good presence in class, but thank you for this semester. So.